Hey guys, it's Amy at Zoe Beck, and I'm going to do my weekly reading update for March 5th, 2023. So I don't know if you can tell, I'm a little sick. I'm actually on the tail end of it, so I'm not sure I should be filming, but I feel better today. I got sick as soon as I left work on Friday, so I think I had like a 48-hour, flu bug or something. I'm not sure. Anyway, yesterday was kind of a wash. So everything I had planned was pretty much put to the side. So this is kind of the last thing I was going to do this weekend, I guess. And anything else I was going to do just won't happen. So that's kind of it. I don't know. I don't even remember this week that much right now to say if there's anything different. So we're into March Mystery Madness and March of the Mammoths. So I did start some things for that. So some of those are the books that I'm in the process of. So we will check in with that. So let's talk about the books I read, the ones I'm in the middle of, and what I think I'm going to read in the next week. So I did power through and finish The Scar by China Melville in February. This was the audiobook I picked up, and it's almost a mammoth. It's 795 pages. So this, again, is the second book in the new Chromosome series. The first book is Perdido Street Station. So I know a lot of people read that, but they don't continue on. And this one was just as weird as Perdido Street Station, but it's more to do with being on like the seas. So it's like has some pirate stuff. It has some weird different kind of creatures and things going on. There's some espionage, there's some secret things going on. We're following pretty much Bellis, who is pretty much kidnapped by pirates early in her journey to leave New Chromosome. New Chromosome is the big city that Perdido Station takes place in, and she's trying to go to the wilds to get away, and her ship gets taken by pirates, and they have formed the city called the Armada that's in the middle of the sea that can move around. And it's talking about what the city wants to do and the adventures that go on with the leaders make some weird decisions, and then someone's kind of working against them. So The Scar was really interesting. The ending was not what I expected, because it's like building up to something. It was completely different. I don't want to say it was a letdown. It was more of just like, wait, what? But I still think it was good. Like, it wasn't what I expected. And I think I should know that by now, because I've read quite a few China Melville books. I think this is my fifth. Yeah, I think it's my fifth of his. So again, I don't know. It was weird. So this again is, I didn't like it as well as, hey, cat. Sorry, Cooper just has to have attention. Anyway, I don't think this is as good with all the weird stuff as Perdido Street Station. I still think this is still weird fiction. This is still a weird fantasy. I think there's still so much steampunk stuff in here that's kind of cool for the otherworldly creatures and stuff, and the different people who we meet in here are the different creatures, or different races, and there's such good things in here too. It's just really long, some of it. I'm not sure we needed all of it, but it did continue another series, so I finished this now. So now I'm hoping to pick up in April or May, pick up Iron Council, which is the third and final book in this series. So that'll be a series done of books that a series that I meant to finish many, many years ago. But anyway, so I did. It was weird. I said, Perdido Street Station, if you like Perdido Street Station, you'll still like it. It's just not quite the same, I guess. How did I get these switched around? Oh, I guess I did finish. Okay, so the last day of February, I was trying to finish up books, and I did push, because I finished The Scar, I think, on Monday. So I did pick up one last, oh, sorry, that's not what I want to do. One last audiobook. I picked up the number 6 in the Pendrick and Desdemona series, The Prisoner of Limnos. So this one by Louis McMaster Bujold. This was a good one. I really liked this one. This was following some of the Pendrick and Nykus from some of the other volumes of this, because again, sometimes she's in it, so there's a series of them that she's in it, and I really, really liked this one because of the way it ended, but I liked the journey and the things that happened in this one when they go to save her mother. It was a good one. As I said, these are fantasy novellas that are in the world of the Five Gods, which is another series I need to read, but these novellas are pretty short. This is about a little over almost 5.5 hours, I think, for this audiobook. So I listened to this on Tuesday, kind of just because I had it from the library and I wanted to have one more thing on Tuesday before I started my next audiobook. So I thought, okay, well, we'll just do it. So I got it done. I read it later that night. And then I also then finished The Bay of Sighs by Nora Roberts. This is the book 2 in the Guardians trilogy. So this one I wasn't sure I should have read it so quickly after the other one, but I still liked it. So this is one of those ones where there's 6 people who are drawn together in the first book, in Stars of Fortune. They are drawn to Corfu at the same time, and they are considered the guardians of the stars, which are these 3 magical objects that they are trying to find so that they can be returned to some kind of goddish kind of realm kind of thing. And so, Gordon, this is Nora Roberts. So there's a pair in each book that gets together of these 6. So the first book was really good. I really enjoyed it because we get introduced to all the characters and got into the world. And this one, they move on to what island did they go to? Oh, my brain. Capri. So now they're on Capri and they're looking for the next one. And this is following 2 more characters, Anika and Sawyer. And so they have their own stories and their own, there's definitely paranormal elements to this. I mean, there's god kind of creatures in here, but there's also kind of some monsters and things like that. And some of the people, the main characters, some of them are kind of urban fantasy creatures. So I did enjoy this. I didn't like it as much as the first book, but I don't think it was bad in any way. I still want to continue and finish to the 3rd book. It definitely went, the ending or the climax part was different than I thought. There was definitely a slight dark moment that I was kind of worried about, which I was surprised at. So there was some good things in here. I didn't like it quite as well as the first book. I don't think it was because of the couple. I think the couple's fine. They're just not my things that I am drawn to in romantic couples. It wasn't their fault. Like, it's nothing bad. I really enjoyed it. The paranormal, how do you say that? Paranoras? So the Nora Roberts paranormals, I'm hit and miss on them, but I mostly like them. And so I'm enjoying this one just to get through it. So I do have one more, so I will probably pick that up in April or May to finish out that series. Then the last book I finished was my first book for in March, which was for March Mystery Madness. I read Thunder on the Right by Mary Stewart. I read this Monday and Tuesday. Or no, sorry, Wednesday and Thursday for the first days. So this is what it's a reread, but it's a reread from 30 years ago that I don't remember. I hate to say that, but it's been that long. I read it in my teens. I don't recall this one at all. I swear I read it, though, because I read most of them except for 3 of them, I think, when I was a teenager. And when my mom had all the books. And then I collected these new editions. These are just wonderful editions. Anyway, so I wanted to reread the series, and I'm trying to read them in chronological order, except I switched this one and 9 Coaches Waiting by accident. So I read 9 Coaches Waiting, I think, last year. By accident. I thought it was the next one, but it was actually this one. Anyway, so Thunder on the Right was the one I had to read next. So, as I said, I'm just going to read all of them now. Maybe. We'll see. I'm still unsure about the Ivy Tree, but we'll find out when I get there. But Thunder on the Right is following Jenny, who goes to France to see her cousin. Her cousin has asked her to come and visit, and she's thinking about joining a convent, and her cousin comes. She's kind of like not sure that's a good idea, but she's because her cousin's been through some things. So she comes, and again, this is in the mid-50s. So this is not long after World War II. So ours are 10 years after that, kind of, because this was published in 1957. So I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Anyway, let's see here. Yeah. So she goes there, and first she can't find her cousin, and then she goes to the convent, and they tell her that she is dead. She's died from a car accident on her way there during a really bad storm, and that they didn't think she had any relatives, and so they didn't contact anybody. They just buried her. And so she's like, wait a minute, that doesn't sound right. And then there's certain clues about her as was in that when she was being treated during that week at the convent, that there are clues of things that happen that she's not. She goes, no, but my cousin wouldn't do that, or wouldn't. There were certain things, and one of the big things is her cousin had a rare form of color blindness, and so there's definitely some discrepancies, and so then starts the mystery, and she's also meets her former friend, sort of almost lover, but who went away to Stephen, he went away to a scholarship 2 years before for his degree, and he's now come back to, try to rekindle what they kind of started before he went, but her mother had kind of pushed him off. So it was really kind of interesting, because I didn't realize it was kind of a second chance, but not really. They never got together. Like, it wasn't like that. So I was fine with it. I'm not big on second chance romances, but this one was kind of nice that he was coming back for her, because, in a place where her mother wasn't to protect her, even though she didn't need it. I mean, and then there was this mystery about the cousin. So I really enjoyed this one. I don't remember anything about it, so I assumed I read it, but who knows? At this point, it's been so long. So I really enjoyed this read. I'm really glad I picked up the Mary Stuart first. So, I mean, again, I said it's a reread, but I'm not positive it is, kind of thing. So anyway, so that was the first book I read for March Mystery Madness. Again, I'll have all linked the readathons that I'm taking part of in my description notes, in case you want to go check out their announcement videos for that. But I really, really enjoyed that as my first read for for March Mystery Madness. Was my first finish. So Friday I picked up the Hanjin Murders by Shiichi Yokomizo. So this is a book written in 1973. So 1973. And but it's a historical mystery written in Japanese. So this is translated by Louise Hill Kawai. Let's see here. And then but it's a historical from 1937. So we're talking about a big family, or important family in a certain area, where they're having this wedding, and there's a mysterious kind of vagrant who is seen around, and then later people are killed. So, and then it's the mystery, because it's a locked room mystery, and it was a really interesting one. So I'm not finished with this quite. I have 20 pages, and I wanted to finish it Friday, but then I got sick, and then I didn't read anything all day yesterday. So I will probably, if I feel like it today, I will finish this. If not, when I get better. I already know kind of what happened. Is very weird. This has I have a really note here, because I was trying to remember. This one has a really odd narration style, because it's told as somebody who is a writer, who is writing the story and telling you what he heard secondhand or firsthand from the people who were there, and then some stuff, documents and things that he saw, or that the other person saw. So it is kind of secondhand. It's kind of all very weird. So it's kind of has this weird framing device. But I thought it worked out pretty well. I mean, I don't know how in the end it will yet, but so far. And then I do have an issue with the whole blatant, hey, this is a clue. You know, they don't know that this is a problem yet, or this is a clue, but you should know, take note, this is a clue. I hate that kind of stuff. That's the only thing I didn't like about this narration style. I like rather to figure it out or try to figure it out on my own. Or get caught later and go, oh, I didn't know that. You know, I didn't catch that, you know. But this one was he's pretty blatant with it. And this, so far in the end, I'm not finished. This is very much Columbo or Poirot style ending where everybody's gathered and he's telling it how it goes. And so it's for this amateur detective who comes in, who I think the series follows. What is it? Kokuki? Hey, I don't know how to say that. Kindaichi, I think something like that. He is, again, the series, which I probably will pick up the next book, just because this was interesting enough. I'd like to try at least one more. He kind of has that Columbo kind of, he looks pretty unassuming, but he's really smart kind of thing. I don't know why it makes me think of Columbo, this book did. Anyway, but again, this was written in the 70s, so now I want to see when the Columbo's series started. I can't remember. I was going to look that up, but I got sick. Anyway, so I'm really enjoying this, enough, you know, again, I'm going to finish it. As I said, I couldn't, the Friday night and Saturday was horrible. I didn't sleep well at all. So yesterday I pretty much just napped on the couch and watched BookTube all weekend. or all day. So today, I'm still not feeling great. So I'm probably not going to do a whole lot, but I'm hoping to finish this at least. But if I don't, I don't. I mean, if I don't want to read, I'm not going to. So, but that is what I'm, that. And then I have started Les Miserables by Victor Hugo on audio. This is translated by Christina Donoder? I don't know how you say her last name. Anyway, the audiobook I have that I got from Audible on sale is following her translation. So I did buy this really pretty new copy. Spoiler alert for my book haul, but I read the first 2 days. So I'm only 94 pages in. So I haven't got super far. I'm actually at a point where I was kind of a little upset at Gene, is that how you say his name? Anyway, what he's going to do next. And I'm like, no, don't do that. Anyway, point is that, then as I said, I didn't feel well, Friday, so I didn't listen to it, and I didn't listen to anything yesterday. So this, again, I'm already behind now by 2 days, which is not good, because again, I think it's supposed to be 40, I think I'm supposed to read like 45 pages approximately a day to keep on track for the whole month, and I'm now behind 2 days, and I don't, as I said, today doesn't feel like I'm going to read, so I'm going to be behind 3 days, I'm pretty sure, but I'm hoping this week I will be able to listen to more of it and catch up. Again, it's not like I have to get this. This is my mammoth for March of the Mammoths. And so I probably don't expect, I was hoping to finish this really quickly. I had all these dreams of finishing this by mid-month, but no, this is going to be all month, and it might even go over. I'm going to just give myself the okay that this is going to take me some time. And again, I am listening to it on audio, which I think is helping me, because last time I tried to read this, it didn't go so well. So I thought I'm going to try it that way. So anyway, so there's not much to say so far. Again, he is very long-winded. This is a really long book, and we will see how I feel about it in a little bit, because right now I'm just like, no, don't do that. And then he does it. I don't know. I did start Dragon Mage, also my second mammoth. This one I was hoping to definitely read faster. I was hoping this next week I would focus on this, because I've read a couple mysteries, and then I was going to read this and then get back to some mysteries, but I'm not feeling this right now. I've only read 27 pages, so it's not like I'm very far. This is by M.L. Spencer. This is coming of age mystery, or God, my brain just wrong genres. is fantasy. So again, it's just over 800. I think it's 818 pages. Yeah. So it's just a mammoth, barely. But so far, I liked it. I read the first, I think, 2 chapters, 2 or 3 chapters I read, and I read the first 2 chapters, so I got a little bit into the 3rd chapter before I stopped. So I did like this. I just haven't picked it up since I picked it up the first day. I was thinking, oh, I'll read a little bit every night, and then I got into what the other mystery books that I read at night, so I haven't. So anyway, I'm hoping to get back to that, but I don't know if I will this week. It kind of depends on how I'm reading. So I don't have a clue what I'm going to read in the next week. I have many options for my mysteries, and again, I'm going to be working on my mammoth, and maybe the 2nd mammoth. I haven't decided yet. So that's kind of it. That's all I got. I was trying to keep this, my throat's starting to go, so I need to stop. So Cooper is here, and he and Truman will be cute and cuddly with me today again. Well, I probably just lay on the couch. I'm trying to get better so I can go to work tomorrow. What a waste of a weekend, I gotta say. So anyway, how are you guys doing? How is your March of the Mammoths or March Mystery Madness? As I said, I'll have all the videos linked down below if you want to look at the hosts' announcement videos. As I said, these are some of my favorite events of the year, so it really pisses me off that I got sick because I was on a roll. I was doing so good with my mysteries. I was hoping to get one more in this weekend before I switched over to the Mammoth. Now that plan is out of the picture, and I'm behind on Les Mis, so I don't know what I'm gonna do. As I said, we'll just play it by ear. It's not that big a deal. It's just kind of sad. Anyway, so that's it. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back to the couch now, and hope you guys are doing well. Hopefully you guys are healthy and not dealing with this. This is, as I said, it was not a good couple days. So anyway, that's it. I probably won't have another video out this week because I don't feel like filming anything else. So just heads up. If I do, it'll be later in the week. Right now, I can't. No. Well, I'll see you next week. Anyway, I do want to say thank you to all my subscribers. I did actually hit over 600 subscribers. That was kind of a shock that after all these years, I finally crossed the 600. But that's fine. I appreciate it. So anybody new, I say thank you for coming and seeing. And I hope you stick around. And other than that, thank you so much, you guys. Talk to you guys later. Bye.